Hello and welcome to Under the Wrist Tape. This is our first prediction show. I'm Steven.
I'm Jake.
And this is the biased black
You know
guy.
what? I can't take this. I'm sick and tired of the WWE having no black people at Extreme Rules. This is bullshit. You know what? I'm had it with the white people. If they're racist, it's all just white people. You know what? I can't do it. Forget this show.
Well, okay then.
Alright, so Extreme Rules is going to start off with this YouTube pre-show thing they're doing at around 7:30, I believe.
What was that?
I don't know. I guess he just finally lost it.
Okay, well, like you said, there's a pre-show going on. It starts off with the U.S. title match. Santino Marella versus The Miz. What do you think's going to happen there?
I think The Miz is going to defeat Santino Marella because they need to find a role for Miz on television again.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to bring back the United States title onto...
I agree that Miz is going to win because, like you said, he needs a role. Like I said in a previous episode, he was the WWE champion at WrestleMania, and right now he's irrelevant. So he needs a title or some kind of thing to make him relevant again. Because he's a pretty good entertainer. I wouldn't say pretty good wrestler. I would say pretty good entertainer.
Well, he's a better wrestler than Santino. Why he's holding the title in the first place is just a mistake.
If you watch Santino without the gimmick of Santino Marella, he's actually a pretty good wrestler. But with his gimmick now, he's like more of a funny dude. He's like for comedy's sakes. But Santino Marella, without the gimmick of Santino Marella, he's a pretty good wrestler, but he's not allowed to show that in the ring because he has to have his Cobra in his comedy act. Well, we both agree that The Miz is going to take the title.
Yep.
All right. The next thing that's going to happen is the roulette wheel, which is I'm actually glad they're bringing that back.
Well, they're probably going to do some backstage filming it thing until
Oh yeah,
they get it right.
obviously they do that with every roulette wheel.
Having the roulette wheel adds a bit of intrigue. Like you don't know what's going to happen unless it's like some stupid stipulation, like boxing match.
Yeah. So it's for the Cody Rhodes and Big Show's stipulation. The Raw Roulette or Extreme Rules Roulette is going to decide what their stipulation is. I just hope it's not something like a pillow fight, or else I'm going to be really, really disappointed.
I hope it's like an actual, like a good extreme match, maybe like a tables match, maybe a ladder match, or the chairs match. Yeah. Maybe just an Extreme Rules match. The show itself is Extreme Rules, so why not have that?
Yeah. Okay, so the first match on the card is going to be... Well, it's probably not going to be the first match, but we're going to talk about it first. It'll be the Divas Championship match between Nikki Bella and Beth Phoenix.
I can see Beth Phoenix taking this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why she lost the title in the first place. I guess it was just for WWE to keep the Bellas happy because, as you said in the previous episode, about their contract disputes and such. But yeah, Beth Phoenix has carried the women's division for the past year.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Along with Natalya.
But I know this is going off topic. Natalya's getting overused. I don't know why they started that farting gimmick thing with her.
Yeah.
And I don't know. She's a great wrestler. She's a heart. And I think that just says it by itself right there. You're a heart.
Yeah. You come from one of the greatest wrestling families of all time, along with Von Erichs, the Funks.
Yeah. So going back to the championship match between Nikki and Beth Phoenix, I see it ending in a no contest. Like I said on the Raw show, I believe, Karma is going to come out, destroy both of them, break Beth's ankle to the point where she can't wrestle for another year. Beth comes back near WrestleMania and they start a huge Divas feud that will actually mean something and you would actually want to watch. So right there, Nikki retains the title, but will shortly give it to Karma and ends it in no contest. Next up is the Big Show and Cody match.
Cody Rhodes should win this.
Mm-hmm. Like I agree, he should win it. I like him way better than Big Show right now. He's a young wrestler. He doesn't technically need the Intercontinental right now, but I'd rather see it on him than Big Show.
I can see the writers making Big Show win this one, just to keep him around, give him his last taste of glory. Then, I think after this feud with Rhodes, I think it's time for Big Show to just hang it up.
Yeah, I totally agree. I wouldn't want to... I would have had him hang it up after his World Heavyweight Championship reign, because he goes off in a high road. But I guess he wanted to get all the titles before he retired.
Triple Crown champ,
Yeah, actually, he's one of the only people who got all the titles. Like
the Grand Slam.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, yeah, because he was a hardcore champion at a time, wasn't he? Or
Yeah.
hardcore European, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. And so I agree. Big Show's gonna win. Unfortunately, I hope Cody wins, but I think the writers is gonna make Big Show win. So Big Show wins and retains the Intercontinental Championship. You can say the next match because I don't even want anything to do with it.
The next match would be Kane versus Randy Orton in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I'm seeing Kane taking this one, elevating their feud from WrestleMania. As 2 straight wins will probably lead to Orton getting more aggressive, and they'll want to continue this feud into the next pay-per-view, which they'll actually have maybe a good match, because the next pay-per-view, Over the Limit?
Yeah.
Or one Over the Limit?
No, it's over the limit.
Sure. Alright, so Over the
Yeah,
Limit?
I think so, right?
Yeah, so I think if they're going to have a match at Over the Limit, it'll probably be somewhat of an I Quit match to maybe kind of finalize this feud. So, and then Kane will win this I Quit match. Kane will win the Falls Count Anywhere match on Extreme Rules. Orton will win the I Quit match at Over the Limit, and there you go, feud ended.
I think the match itself would be alright. Like, they have potential. Randy and Kane are great performers. Just, you know how I hate the feud. It's ridiculous. But the match itself, it will be alright. I want Kane to win, and then the feud's over. That's what I personally want. Kane wins, he becomes more dominant. But I don't really see that happening, because I don't really see Kane winning twice in a row. I do think they're going to continue the feud a little bit longer, which I do not want to happen. And I actually see Randy Orton winning at Extreme Rules this Sunday.
You want to introduce the next match?
Yeah, gladly. Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus 2 out of 3 Falls match. Where's your pick on this?
I think Daniel Bryan's going to take this one 2 falls to 1. I think Daniel Bryan's going to win the first one via some sort of screw job ending, maybe a roll up with the tights, maybe Sheamus gets like a foot on the rope or something and the referee doesn't see it. Then Sheamus is going to win the next fall because of the screw job. It's going to be a quick second fall. And the third fall is going to be a good back and forth match, and then Daniel Bryan locks in the yes lock, and will win it.
Okay, so Daniel Bryan gets the
2 falls to 1.
Okay, this is what I think is going to happen. Daniel Bryan gets the first fall by like a roll up or something like that. And then Sheamus hits Daniel Bryan with the brogue kick or probably the brogue kick because that's what he's going to use to get the next fall. And then, like I said before, I really, really think AJ is going to interfere into this match and be the deciding factor. Now, I don't know if she's going to cause Daniel Bryan the match or try to take him back to get him the World Heavyweight Championship again and say, hey, I was the one that made you retain it. I was also the one that made you lose it. I understand that, but I also made you retain it now. You should take me back. So I don't know if she's going to do that or she's going to be the aggressive girl like she's been to all these divas recently and cause Daniel Bryan the match. So I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I know it's going to be a deciding factor with AJ. And I'm just going to say, because AJ still loves Daniel Bryan, or, loves Daniel Bryan.
He's infatuated with him.
Yeah, she's going to try to win him back by helping him win the World Heavyweight Championship again. He's going to distract Sheamus somehow, or maybe even hit Sheamus with something, because she's been really aggressive lately. So I know AJ is going to be the defining factor with Sheamus and Daniel Bryan and making Daniel Bryan retain or regain the World Heavyweight Championship.
Next match, which I can't wait for, CM Punk versus Chris Jericho in a Chicago street fight. They had a Chicago street fight at WrestleMania 14 or 13 around there, the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom, and Ahmed Johnson against some other guys.
Yeah.
Street fights have been really underrated.
Oh, yeah.
In the past few years, because I remember a street fight between Edge and Shawn Michaels back in 2007.
Oh, yeah.
That was just out of control. And they're always fun to watch.
Yeah.
However, because of the Falls Count Anywhere and the Extreme Rules, they've lacked stock.
Yeah, understand that at all.
I can see Punk getting really aggressive in this match.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially what Chris Jericho's been doing to him. I see. You know what I hope? Blood.
Yeah.
Especially how deep and personal this feud's been. If they do not include blood, I know it's PG, I know, but they're slowly moving away from the PG era. So I hope they finally nail it with this match and include some sort of blood. I know I'm not the guy who thinks, oh, a wrestling match has to have blood to make it work. But having blood in this match, it's suitable.
It'll
for
make
it.
the feud.
Yeah, it's suitable for the match to see how deep and personal it is. If I see CM Punk bust Jericho or even cut Jericho with a bottle of whiskey, I think that would be excellent. And if he smashes Jericho over the head with this whiskey bottle and he starts bleeding, I think that would be excellent for the feud. And I think I wish that's how CM Punk retains the title, by smashing Jericho over the head with an alcoholic beverage.
I see this feud continuing past Extreme Rules, but I don't see Jericho winning the title.
Oh,
at
I
Extreme
do
Rules.
not see Chris Jericho winning the title at all. Seeing how little his contract is, or I think he's gone by this summer, because he's got to go back touring with Fozzy. So they brought him in to make WrestleMania special, because they don't really have that much big talent right now. So because they're not pushing anyone. That's why they don't have big talent right now. But they brought in Chris Jericho to feud with Punk, and it's pretty good so far. I know the WrestleMania match was lacking a little bit. You know, the first 10 minutes was kind of boring, and then they picked up the pace a little bit. But I know this match is going to be a lot better, especially what they've gone through since WrestleMania.
And the emotion, remember, Money in the Bank last year, All-State Arena.
Mm-hmm. The emotion with John Cena.
If you were in the crowd, you went deaf that night because of the
definitely.
cheers for Punks. So I think this Sunday, it's going to be unparalleled emotion. Jericho is going to get the biggest heat of the year by far.
And that's definitely being in Chicago. He's gonna get drowned with heat. So we both think Punk's retaining. I hope he retains with a whiskey bottle smash over the head, which causes him to bleed, and he pins him.
I can see Punk pushing Jericho off some sort of elevated surface, and then
It's gonna get.
Well, it's a street fight. The pinfall has to be in the ring, right?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay, I can
so.
see tables and ladders coming into this thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna get
Violent.
violent. It's gonna be awesome to watch.
Final match of the card: John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Extreme Rules.
I actually want you to say your part first.
I think this match is going to be a flop.
Yeah. Why?
Super Cena.
So you believe they're gonna make John Cena win, right?
Yep.
Okay, what I believe, it's too short since Brock Lesnar has been here. He re-debuted after the Raw of WrestleMania. It's only been a month or a couple of weeks since that time, and it's been too short to really. They have made the feud somewhat interesting, but they haven't made it interesting enough. And I thought they were gonna do because before SmackDown they didn't really make a stipulation. I thought it was just gonna be a wrestling match, and what I thought they were gonna get disqualified, like double disqualification, and so no one won, and they just keep beating on each other. But what I think they're gonna do now, since it's an Extreme Rules match, I think the bell's not even gonna ring, and they're just gonna decimate each other. And I think they're just going to beat on each other for a good 15-20 minutes to end the pay-per-view. There's no winner because the bell didn't ring, the match didn't start, they're just fighting each other. Not a wrestling match, literally just trying to kill each other. And then that will build for an actual wrestling match or some kind of stipulation match for Over the Limit, or even down the line to even SummerSlam. And that will be the big match for Brock Lesnar and John Cena.
I think this feud of the summer could easily go to John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, but there has to be some sort of stake in it.
Yeah.
Mainly with Lesnar trying to bring back legitimacy to the company, as he says, and then Cena trying to defend the company from some sort of outsider.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? To be honest, people are so sick and tired of John Cena.
Oh yeah, even Brock Lesnar said that in his promo. And he's right. He's not wrong. I'm not afraid to admit this, but I like John Cena pre-2006.
Oh, no, pre-2007.
I guess his first year, I don't know, I really didn't even like him as in the 2006. He was alright, but I really loved him as Dr. Thugonomics.
Oh.
But right now, he's probably I hate him the most in the WWE. Like, I seriously compare him to Heath Slater. That's how much I don't like John Cena.
Heath Slater has talent, come on.
Oh yeah, he can be a main eventer someday. Well, that's our predictions for Extreme Rules. I'm Steven.
I'm Jake, and we'll see you next time on Under the Wrist Tape.
What about that biased black guy? What happened?
I'm not sure, I think he just finally snapped.
Please support Daniel Bryan. Thank you.